I said, help me, sir. Please help me. His words were, what you doing around here, boy? But let me tell you, this past summer, because I don't share this with people, I got a gig in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and I was doing a show, and I happened to also have a friend that had gotten seasonal work there. It was probably around 10:15 that night that I had left my hotel room, and then I was driving to go visit this friend who worked at one of the companies. Tennessee is one of those places that you go for seasonal work for performers, you know, right. And so and other type of workers. But I go, make a long story short, I go see him. I get lost. Anybody who knows me, I need a driver because I get lost all the time. So I'm like driving around, and by this time it's getting to be 11 o'clock, right? And so I'm driving. I finally go to my friend's, the place that he works, and I drive up there. And I stop the car, and then I continue to drive because I'm lost. But then all of a sudden, there's this car following me, and this car follows me. And finally, I drive back to that place, and then I stop and I put my head out the window. Not smart at all, but I don't know. I was so frustrated, and I was like, hey, instead of
this car that's following you?
Yeah, and I'm like, because I'm parked in front of the building. Now, I thought to myself, if you're gonna park, you have to park in front of somewhere where there are cameras. And this is real world. We have to think about this type of stuff.
Are you tripping at this point? Like, you think like some racist people are behind you?
Dude, at this point, I think I wasn't tripping yet. I was more frustrated because I was like, are you kidding me right now? Because I hadn't experienced anything like this.
You were being tailed.
Yeah, and I'm smart enough to know I was being tailed.
Yeah.
So then I'm parked here. He literally is parked right here with his light shining on me. And I'm like, turn off your lights, and instead of just following me, why don't you help me? Well, you can see I'm driving a rental car. You can see, you know the difference if you're in a small town. You know I'm not from here. And can you help me? So then literally, and I'm not joking, I said, help me, sir. Please help me. His words were, what you doing around here, boy?
Oh, shit.
So I said, okay, dude, I'm trying to get to the parking garage for the people who are the employees that live in employee housing that works for this certain company. And so he said to me, well, it's down here and around. And I said, okay. So I followed where he told me. He thinks I'm a dumbbell, and I can see he's still following me. There's also another officer in the car with him. I finally get to my...
Wait, this is police?
Well, no, wait. This is security.
Okay.
And so this is security, but which is weird. Why security following me like this? But anywho, this is security. So then they follow me to the parking garage. As soon as y'all, I don't want to swear on nothing, but this shit happened. 2021 to me. I pull into the parking garage. As soon as I park, about 5 SWAT cars surround my car.
Official police
officers
wow.
in a U. They surround me in a U. They all get out their cars. I see them from my rearview mirror put their hands on their guns. And I'm just surrounded. I'm surrounded by them. I'm surrounded by security right now, just for not knowing where I was. And then 2 cops come up on the side of me. I immediately call my family, and I make sure that I just leave it on where they can hear the whole conversation. Yeah. And literally, they come up and they say, hey, somebody called and reported and said that somebody was dropping off luggage at places. Just a car just dropping luggage off at places. Did you drop any luggage off at places? Anyone with some common sense, and this is the thing with the world, if you ain't been through it, then it's hard for you to understand. But with the knowledge that I have, and I may not be, as what they say, a street person, but I know the streets. My brother and my cousins taught me that. And I knew that basically they were referring to like as if I was dropping off drugs. And like it was a horrible experience. And I share that with people because it happens. It happens, and it's weird because I sat and I told them, and I said, oh, my niece was so mad at me because she said, you could have gotten killed, but I didn't know what else to do but to stand up for myself. And I said, sir, I am not from here, and I think it is absolutely ridiculous when I ask for help, when I stop and ask for help from your security guard, that all of a sudden a SWAT team of cops come around me. I said, don't you think that's strange? And don't you think that someone calling you about luggage being dropped off is such an idiotic thing to talk about, to bring a SWAT team about? I said, so the truth of the matter is, my friend, is that you instead got a phone call from that security guard, and that security guard made up some bum excuse, and now you are here harassing me. And I want you to know, while you're harassing me, my family is on the phone listening to every single moment. And that's how I got out of that.
Wow. Dude.
So,
yeah, that's rough, homie.
So yeah, and that's just been a part of
Tennessee
of a crazy year. I'll never go back.
And that was just happened just this year.
That just happened this year.
Wow. You probably thought you were almost done, right?
Done.
Wow. All these cops was white?
All of them. And it's just a fact.